Hi everyone. I just wanted to go over your group case study, which is your major assignment 1. It's due by December 6th at 11:59, the end of the day, December 6th. So what I'm expecting is that you need to contact all of your group members as soon as possible. Please email me if you have an issue contacting or receiving contact back from any group members. I'm expecting that everybody is in contact by the end of this week, which would be Friday. So please do contact me if there's an issue communicating with group members. So first you need to read the case study. Then I'm asking that you report on various aspects of the case study. So first, I want you to discuss the demographic information. Okay, so that would include information about the family and the child. So the child's age, child's date of birth, current placement, diagnosed disability, family composition, any information, background information that you think would be important for us to know. Okay, then I want you to move on and to discuss, identify and summarize the developmental, background, and referral information if applicable. So talk about social functioning, academic functioning, developmental functioning, any kind of medical issues, family history, types of services that are currently provided. Okay, give me more background and developmental information on Matt. Then moving on, I want you to identify the needs, priorities, and concerns of the family and the child. Now that's reflecting what they have said are their needs, concerns, and priorities. Okay? Then moving on, I want you to identify the family's sources of support, formal and informal. So what do I mean by support? Maybe professional support, maybe familial support. Think of ways in which they are supported. And also, what are the family's resources available to them and the child? So emotional resources, social resources, financial and educational resources. I want you to move on and summarize and discuss and also explain assessment information. What assessments were used, both formal and informal assessments. What assessments were used about the family and the child. So for example, home observations, teacher rating scales, parent input and feedback, anecdotal notes, all of the different assessment types that we have been looking at over the course of this class. Summarize and discuss the assessment information. Suggest additional alternative types of informal and formal assessments that could be used to further assess Matt. Okay, so you know a lot about Matt and his family, and you can discuss potential alternative types of assessments that were not mentioned. I want you to identify best practices and family-centered practices that professionals used when working with Matt and his family during the assessment and intervention process. What did they do to try to involve the family? What best practices did they use for assessment, referral, discussion of assessment results, etc.? Then, based on all of this information that you have collected, I want you to propose a possible intervention or program plan for the family and the child based on developmentally appropriate practices for school settings. So, instructional activities that would be effective and appropriate for Matt based on all of this information. So you're gathering information on a case study. You're going to use that data to guide your instructional decision making. So what do you think will work based on best practices? Focus on interventions and writing outcome statements that can occur in both the home and the school setting. We don't just want to keep this for school. We want to make sure that it's generalized and that Matt is receiving full support around the clock. So make sure that you're including home activities and curriculum activities, appropriate learning environment for the child. Discuss all of these factors and make sure to take into account all of the developmental domains. So then I want this to be presented in a report style. Okay, so that's going to be using Microsoft Word. Make sure that you clearly label your sections. What sections are what? Don't make me search for it. Use headings to label your sections. Make sure that everybody proofreads their sections. There should be no, excessive errors. 1 or 2 errors is fine because we're humans, but make sure you proofread. Then save as a PDF and upload it to the discussion board and respond to at least one other report so you can get a comparison between what you guys did in your group and what another group did, and discuss, because we're all going to have different perspectives based on the case study. So as always, I'm available for questions or concerns, and I'm here to support you in being successful in this assignment. So this assignment is worth a great deal of your grade. I really do suggest that you get together with your group as soon as possible and make sure that you are discussing all of your objectives, and that you are evaluating every single type of criteria that I'm asking for. They're all clearly labeled, and so you should have clear sections so I can find that you have addressed and demonstrated that you understand how to apply the information that you've gathered in this course into a case study. Best of luck, guys.